thank you everyone for being here and set the interview. I'm going to start with a question for Jorge. How the aspects that are included in the motivation of the law modification affect to the organizational relationship?
Well, the law insists on the need to take into account the digital change that is taking place in our societies and that necessarily affects to educational activity. With this objective, attention is included to the development of digital competency of students of all educational stages. This is directly related to the connection beyond the classroom, where the use of internet video conversation, online learning environment allow students to stabilize and maintain learning connection beyond the walls of a classroom.
Is there other aspect that you consider that may affect to the organizational relationships, Jorge?
Yeah, it also affects the connection with peers because the evaluation is regulated during the stage based on the achievement of the objectives and the stabilized competencies. It is established that when a student has not rated the expected competencies, he or she may repeat the course. And this could be a master learning strategy where the student compares their achievements with the set criteria.
And from your point of view, what are the factors related to the complexity of organization that difficult that our schools should be learning communities?
Yeah, although the complexities depend on different variables, I personally believe that the most important factors are the lack of availability in certain cases of adequate technology or the resources necessary to teach. Furthermore, I consider that it is not appropriate to classify students according to their age. I believe that the best thing that could be done is to classify them according to their abilities and performance so that the students with similar abilities can collaborate and make progress in organizational relationships, they are that each school has a range of employees, leaders, governors, students, and families, each one bringing different beliefs, perspective, etc. I personally believe that this can harm to a certain extent since these beliefs could be contradictory to each other and therefore be confusing.
If you were a principal, explain could be the main points of your program related to grouping.
Well, as a principal, my program could be based on collaborative learning. My first point would be to make the students divide into groups to be able to work as a team. In this way, we also work one of the most important points of my leadership style, which is the transformational, because we influence the workforces to go beyond simple self-interest. Also, I will introduce a method from the students to study together and are rewarded based on the achievement of all group members. I have introduced this point as it is directly related to my leadership style because we stimulate, inspire, and motivate them to achieve results greater than originally planned. And the third point consists of doing group dynamics where the teacher can observe how the students solve the task and thus know the style of or role of each one within the group. This is because a transformation leader must have excellent communication skills. At the end of the course, in groups, and they will have to do a free topic research work in which they will be able to debate the task and work together. They must present the chosen topic to the class and demonstrate that they know how to work as a team.
Okay, so thank you very much for accept the interview. It was very nice being with you today. Thank you very much. Goodbye. And well, I think that the grade I serve is a 7 because I didn't start the subject very well, but over the time and thanks to my college, I have managed to get a hold of it, and I think I'm quite good at it. For me, the most important thing I have learned are the different types of leadership styles, and since it has made me see the education through other eyes and how we should be as teachers. Also, have been things about the school organization I couldn't imagine before I would like, for example, the different complexities. For ending, I have realized that sometimes we aren't really aware of what we are learning, and it is with these works and like this video, and when we realize that we have a lot of knowledge about the subject, and we put it into practice, and we really show what we really know.